General Hospital spoilers and updates for Tuesday, May 27 tease in a new sneak peek the breathtaking continuation of Michael Corinthos' arrival in Port Charles. As the 2025 Nurses' Ball was wrapping up, he entered, recognizing only his son, Wiley Corinthos. Michael then picked up the young boy and exited the gala with him. This scene was both shocking and remarkable, quickly becoming a classic for GH. Many GH fans were thrilled to witness the astonished expressions on the faces surrounding Michael, particularly his estranged wife, Willow Corinthos, along with her boyfriend, Drew Kane. Just moments before, both Drew and Willow appeared quite smug as they approached Carly Spencer, believing they could reach a compromise. This was regarding the child custody case involving Wiley and his little sister, Amelia Corinthos. Drew informed Carly that they held the advantage since Michael was at the burn clinic, and they were merely trying to put an end to the family. Ultimately, Drew and Willow promised Carly that Michael would be able to see his children every other weekend and for 2 weeks during the summer. This prompted Carly to respond with a firm, "No way." Can you picture the surprise on Drew and Willow's faces when Michael picked up his son and, without seeking their consent, took him home? But what does home mean for Michael these days? Is it the Quartermaine estate, or perhaps Sonny Corinthos' new residence? It seems that Michael might choose to spend at least a night or two with his mother, Carly, although it seems Jason Morgan must be the facilitator. In a sneak peek for the episode airing on Tuesday, May 27, Michael is seen outside the Nurses' Ball stage area, catching up with Wiley. Michael expresses his amazement at how much Wiley has grown and shares just how much he has missed him. At this moment, Wiley inquires if they are going back to Uncle Drew's house, to which Michael replies no, he has an even more exciting plan: a sleepover at Grandma Carly's. Amelia is already there waiting for them, and Wiley is thrilled about the fun night ahead. The preview depicts Michael lifting Wiley up to leave, while Willow and Drew emerge from the gala room, hoping to stop them. Wiley bids farewell to his mother as Jason Morgan suddenly blocking them. Jason warns them that following them would be a bad idea, his expression grave and intense. Willow and Drew freeze in their tracks, and the scene fades out as the General Hospital logo appears. Both Willow and Drew appear disheartened and irritated that they couldn't catch up to stop Michael. Just how upset will they, along with Mayna Reeves, be when they discover where Amelia and Wiley are? Is Michael planning to stay at Carly's for the long haul? During the scene on Friday, when Michael came out and Wiley ran to him, both Carly and Sonny were perplexed. It's obvious they didn't expect him, and Drew and Willow were angered. He might just want to stay at Carly's house to reconnect with his mom and spend some quality time with her. After all, Michael may feel the need to express his gratitude for everything she has done for him. She was the one who arranged his stay at the German clinic, after all. Although Carly may have been hasty in scheduling the custody hearing early, Michael should understand his mom was simply trying to keep the kids away from Drew as quickly as possible. Michael lives at the Quartermaines in the Gatehouse, so the sleepover at Carly's could serve as a small reunion for Michael, his children, and his mom. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Messy Syrup. It's me, Abby, here. General Hospital spoilers reveal a devastating secret that has turned Lois Cerullo into the Quartermaine family's public enemy number one. Giovanni Gio Palmieri is the bouncing baby boy that Brooke Lynn Quartermaine gave up for adoption after finding herself 15 and pregnant after a tryst with Dante Falconeri. This truth that Lois hid from everyone is going to come back to bite her. By concealing Brooke Lynn's pregnancy and Gio's identity, Lois deceived her best friends, Sonny Corinthos and Olivia Quartermaine, lied to Ned Quartermaine, and betrayed Brooke Lynn, who never knew Gio was her child. With Tracy Quartermaine gunning for her and Brooklyn heartbroken, Lois faces exile, but her deep ties and cunning might keep her in Port Chuck. How can she survive this firestorm? Brooklyn's world crumbled when Lulu Spencer started digging around into her past, and Lois' silence, never telling Brooklyn about her own child, has left her daughter reeling, potentially severing their bond. Ned, furious at being denied his role as grandfather and unaware of Brooklyn's teenage ordeal, will feel doubly betrayed by his ex. Sonny and Olivia, Dante's parents, are livid that Lois, their trusted friend, hid their grandson. Dante, blindsided, may never forgive her omission. Yet, Lois' history of resilience suggests she'll fight to stay, perhaps leaning on Gloria Cerullo for support. Will her apologies sway Brooklyn, or is the damage irreparable? Tracy, already at odds with Lois' presence in the Quartermaine mansion, will be out for blood, likely vowing to use every bargaining chip she has with Monica Quartermaine to oust her. Lois' deception, keeping Ned and the family in the dark about Gio, gives Tracy ammunition, but Lois isn't one to back down. She might counter by rallying Brooklyn's sympathy, emphasizing her intent to protect her daughter's future, or appeal to Sonny's loyalty, citing their decades-long friendship. If Tracy pushes for eviction, Lois could dig in, using her charm or even legal ties to Gio to stay put. Can Lois outmaneuver Tracy's wrath, or will the Quartermaines close ranks against her? Despite the fury, Lois has roots too deep to be easily uprooted. Her bond with Sonny could soften his anger, especially if she helps integrate Gio into the Corinthos family. Olivia, though hurt, might relent if Lois aids Dante's connection with his son. Brooklyn's heartbreak is the biggest hurdle, but Lois' genuine love could pave a slow path to forgiveness, perhaps through raw. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. As many General Hospital fans are aware of, Drew does acknowledge what he and Willow did was wrong and unfair to Michael. However, if there's anything that we've all earned about the Quartermaines over the years, it's that they are notorious for backstabbing one another. After all, Tracy purposefully showed that video of him and Willow, and everyone just shrugged. Tracy and Ned tried to blackmail him, but the family didn't try to stop them. Plus, it's been noted that Drew and Willow didn't intend to hurt anyone. They fought their attraction for a long time, and she tried to make her marriage with Michael work. So what gives? As our fans can imagine, the internet certainly had a lot to say about the matter. Some have even commented with, "So basically Drew is a sociopath who cannot see past his own son because Michael is her grandbaby." Another fan of the soap wrote, "I thought for a while they were going to do the Drew is really, and then change their minds. Really feels like different character from the good guy Drew we knew. Too different. I feel like we saw a personality change before Jason came back and he was still with Carly. Remember how he was trying to force Scout to go to a private school? He was angry and controlling." And then there was this comment as well. "Here's the problem with this. When you cross a Quartermaine, you face consequences. Drew wanted to jump past that to instant acceptance. That's never how it worked. Not intending harm doesn't erase harm. He pursued Willow and knew it would hurt Michael, he just didn't care. Because he Of course, General Hospital fans will have to tune in each and every day to find out. General Hospital spoilers note, it's been 1 year since Johnny Wachter's life was taken away far too soon. Now, news has hit that the last flick he worked on will be included in the upcoming 2025 Dances with Films Festival. The actor finished a shift at a Los Angeles bar when he was shot on May 25, 2024. Wachter was only 37 when he passed away, and according to police reports, he was heading to his car that night when confronted by 3 people who were trying to steal his vehicle's catalytic converter. As per Fox 11, the movie profiled is Shio Mama, which was filmed in 2022. It is scheduled to premiere at the LA Festival at TCL Cinemas in Hollywood on June 24. Wachter's friend and fellow actor, Micah Joe Parker, who also stars in Show Mama, tells Fox 11, "It's really important to me and his family that his legacy lives on for the incredible things he brought to." Parker described Show Mama as a movie that centers around family, love, and friendship, which he considers directly connected to Wachter's life. After all, Wachter was leaving Level 8, the rooftop bar he was working for at the time, with coworker Anita Joy in the early morning of May 25, when the incident surrounding his untimely death occurred. As per reports, Wachter did all he could to protect Joy during the altercation. Parker notes to Fox 11 that Wachter never had an issue stepping into the fray, adding, "It's how he went out from this world, stepping in front of his friend to take a bullet. When that happened, I said, I'll take the swings and arrows for him now." Parker went on to say that while his friend was a victim of the crime, Wachter lived his life as anything but a victim. He states, "He was a doer. He was a dreamer. So that's where we're turning the page now." General Hospital spoilers note that Johnny Wachter played Brando Corbin from 2020 to 2022, when the character passed away after an attack by the Hope Killer, who ended up being Heather Weber. General Hospital spoilers and updates for the week of Monday, May 26 Friday, May 30 reveal bitter repercussions, a welcome home, and a heart-to-heart. Lois Cerullo suffers bitter repercussions for her long-held secret. Michael Corinthos is welcomed home, and Brooklyn Quartermaine Chase has a heart-to-heart with her father. On Monday, May 26, it's Memorial Day, and a rerun of the episode of November 26, 2024 will be shown. In this episode, Rick Lansing called Christina Corinthos Davis back to the stand at Ava Jerome's trial. Elizabeth Baldwin and Lucky Spencer discovered Lulu Spencer is missing from Turning Woods. Lulu broke out after seeing Cyrus Renault and hitched a ride back to Port Charles with Tuesday, May 27. Lois suffers bitter repercussions for her long-held secret as Brooklyn tells her what she did is unforgivable. She and Dante Falconeri are both on emotional overload. Lois is in tears as she can see her daughter clearly hates her for what she did. Elsewhere, Cody Bell is full of regrets as he tells Lulu he isn't sure they made the right call. Nana Reeves seeks Sonny Corinthos' help, trying to convince him a custody compromise is what's bad. As for Sasha, her anxiety is relieved. This might be over knowing Michael Corinthos is okay, back in town, and she may be caring for Amelia Corinthos. Wednesday, May 28, Michael gets a welcome home by his family, likely including Quartermaines and Corinthos and Spencers, while Dante and Brooklyn reach out to their son. They will try to explain to Gio Palmieri that neither knew he was their son. Dante didn't even know he had one with Brooklyn. Dante's having blamed Gio for Rocco Falconeri's recent brush with death isn't going to help matters any. In the meantime, Brooklyn's husband, Harrison Chase, will make an admission. Elsewhere, Nina confides in Maxie Jones. Thursday, May 29, Brooklyn has a heart-to-heart with her father, Ned Quartermaine, as she tries to explain what happened that summer at camp. In the meantime, Ava counsels Nina on her next steps, likely regarding the custody battle between Michael and Willow Corinthos for her grandchildren. As for Curtis Ashford, he has his reservations. Will this be about Aurora Media, considering Michael is back, or is it more personal, about his again broken marriage? Finally, Alexis Davis meets with Christina and Lucky together. Viewers will recall, she finally came clean to Christina about the blackmail situation. It sounds like the three will work on a game plan to protect themselves. General Hospital spoilers show that on Memorial Day, 2025, the ABC show airs an encore episode that has everything to do with the current situation in PC. The soap aired coverage of the nurses' ball last week, and as you would expect, there were tons of surprises, awkward moments and unreal plot twists. The nurses' ball was the perfect backdrop for dramarama, and this year's shindig did not disappoint. The breathtaking week of drama included Tracy Quartermaine being falsely arrested for Drew Kane's drugging, Michael Quartermaine's stunning return, and Gio announcing to the stunned crowd who his bio parents are. At Friday's conclusion, Michael waltzed into the gala, scooped up his custody-contested son, and vamoosed. No one could get their jaw up off the ground in time to stop him. Eager fans can't wait to see what happens next, but we have some good and bad news for you in that regard. General Hospital will not air a new episode on Monday, May 26, 2025, due to the Memorial Day holiday. Instead, fans will see a super spicy encore that brings some perspective to one front-burner plot. Here's what to know. The encore episode features the return of Lulu Spencer to the land of the fully conscious. The show originally aired on November 26, 2024. This episode also marks the debut of Alexa Havens in the role of Lulu, previously played by Emma Raylan. In the show, Lulu wakes up after 4 years. But wait, there's more. Fans will see Ava Jerome grill Rick Lansing, while dazed and confused Lulu wanders around Port Charles. We should mention she did so after a long sleep and a kidney transplant. She is a super fast healer. When your favorite daytime drama returns on Tuesday, May 27, we will see Gio Palmieri confront the fact that his whole life has been a lie. The ruination of his world is thanks to investigative reporter Lulu. Is she happy now? Lulu's return was an important step for the soap. Maybe now that she's gotten all of her resentment and bitterness out over missing 4 years of her life, she will calm down and act decent. Tell us, GH fans, what do you think of the epic reveal about Gio and Lulu's role in it? General Hospital spoilers indicate that Michael Corinthos has returned to claim his children. Michael's return has put him right back in the middle of a bunch of drama. Willow Corinthos has taken Michael's children and moved them in with Drew Kane. Michael is home to fight for his kids. Drew is about to come up against Diane Miller when she represents Tracy Quartermaine, who Drew has framed for his ketamine trip with a stripper. Drew called the facility in Germany and arranged for Willow to be told that Michael refused to see her. Drew also had an affair with Nina Reeves while breaking up Willow's marriage. Suddenly, Willow and Drew have offered to broker peace during this custody agreement. Willow had no idea that Michael was on his way home. What will happen when Willow and Michael discuss this, and she accuses him of refusing to see her? Willow and Drew seem to care only about themselves, ignoring what is best for the children. When Jason learns the truth from Michael, he might not realize that Drew was involved, and could think Willow is just out of control and lying to make her husband look bad. This could lead both men to act quickly, asking Diane Miller to file a petition to move the kids back to the Quartermaine mansion or to Carly Spencer's care. Alternatively, Jason might dig deeper and discover who Drew paid off, and this could also push Michael and Jason to act fast to get the kids out of Drew's home. It will be shocking to see how far Drew went to prevent Willow from speaking to Michael. Tracy knows about Drew and Nina's affair, and she is furious over being arrested. There is no way that Tracy is going to keep quiet when she can blow up Drew's happy little family. In that case, Michael and Willow could try to work things out. Michael still loves Willow and may want to work this out whether she does or not. If Michael and Willow end up reuniting, things could certainly get awkward considering Michael is now that one keeping a secret. Michael and Sasha swore to keep quiet about their one-night stand. Michael is following in Sonny Corinthos' footsteps here, having a child with another woman and reuniting with his wife. Michael knows all about Sasha's problems from her first pregnancy. Michael also agreed to allow Sasha to raise this baby on her own. Jason Morgan is playing daddy to this baby. If Sasha has an issue, Jason will certainly be by her side. However, Michael could blow everything by rushing to check on Sasha. Will Michael blow up his reunion with Willow and expose Sasha's secret at the same time? Michael knows that Jason can take care of Sasha and the baby, but will he allow him to do so? Will Michael end up blowing up all the work Jason and Sasha have put into this lie to keep Michael from losing his kids? There's nothing like a good road trip, and when you can take one with your adult child, you're sure to make memories to last a lifetime. Wally Kurth, who does double duty on General Hospital and Days of Our Lives, just so happened to be road tripping with his middle child Rosabelle, who he shares with castmate Rena Sofer, Majestic Theater, post-Gypsy at Sardis, staying out of the rain in Brooklyn. Lodgings in Wasake and Mai, Kurth shared of the many places they visited. He also posted numerous photos and videos that documented their adventures, including one outside the art gallery where Rosie installed her work. He went on to explain, the installation took the entire 7th floor of the old mill. She calls it Tabernacle, driving from Potsdam to the Berg, the zoo, memories. There were pics of the father/daughter duo sharing a glass of wine, smiling for the camera as they stood under an umbrella, and videos too. Plus, a shot of a sign that read, "Boredom is a luxury, pink flamingos, gorillas, goats, and so much more." Back in December 2021, Sofer posted a pic of their daughter and praised, "This is my amazing dot," or Rosabelle, who just had a show of her work. "I couldn't be more proud. Her work is like nothing I've ever seen before, and she inspires me every single day in my own art." Next on GH, Brooke and Dante are on emotional overload. Lois has some explaining to do. Cody is filled with regret. Nana seeks Sunny's help. In addition to Brooke and Dante's emotional overload, General Hospital spoilers for Tuesday, May 27, 2025, reveal that Lois has some explaining to do and Sasha's anxiety is soothed. It's no surprise that Brooklyn and Dante are reeling after Gio reveals that he's Brooklyn and Dante's son. He thinks that they are two people who never wanted to claim him. He also thinks that they knew who he was this whole time. But Brooklyn had no idea that Lois planted Gio in their lives after Brooklyn gave her son up for adoption over 20 years ago. In Friday's episode, Brooklyn was distraught, and Dante, well, he was in disbelief and searching for Brooklyn. It looks like Tuesday is the day they will confront each other, and according to the teasers, Brooklyn and Dante are on emotional overload. What this tells us is that their conversation will be fraught, chaotic, and emotionally exhausting. Dante needs answers and explanations, and will need help figuring out why nobody told him anything. Meanwhile, Lois's reckoning is here. She obviously has some explaining to do, and she needs to explain what happened all those years ago, and why she let everybody think that Gio was her cousin Camila's. Other than Brooklyn and Dante, Lois really needs to tell Ned and Olivia why she did what she did. We fear the relationship between these three will never be the same, and she needs to explain her actions to Gio. Everything in this poor guy's life has changed permanently. Elsewhere, Cody is filled with regret. Yeah, that tracks. He did know about Brooklyn's pregnancy way back when, and never said anything to his best friend. And then he found out about the rest of the story, and still never told his best friend. While not in the same boat as Lois, he does need to explain his actions. One of the other major nurse's ball moments happened when a tux-clad Michael entered the ballroom and reunited with Wiley, and then told him they were going home to Wiley's sister. His return will probably send Willow, Drew, and Nina into panic mode. Nina, of course, flies into rescue mode. Does she even know that Willow and Drew laid down the law with Carly, saying they would be willing, out of the goodness of their hearts, to let Michael have Wiley and Amelia every other weekend and 2 weeks during the summer? Has anybody found out that Drew and Willow also signed papers that, in essence, name each other the legal guardians of their kids, should something bad happen to one of them? Regardless, Nina sees the writing on the wall, and now that Michael is back and visibly healthy, he has a good chance of getting full custody of the kids. Drew and Willow's bid for full custody is weakening by the second. So Nana's next step is to seek Sunny's help. Will Sunny reject Nana's pleas? Finally, Sasha's anxiety is apparently soothed now that Michael's back. She probably hopes that she won't have to testify at the Michael versus Willow divorce/custody trial anymore. Will that be the case? Which performance do you think topped the rest? General Hospital's Nurses' Ball may have been missing a few things this year, like some beloved characters and a half-naked Lucy. But what it had plenty of was memorable performances. Here is every 2025 Nurses' Ball performance, ranked. Let's start off with an honorable mention, Anna and Chase's tango. That didn't happen. The PCPD pair were supposed to dance, accompanied by Gio, but the real entertainment happened when Gio's violin came to an abrupt stop, and he made the big reveal that Brooklyn and Dante are his parents. There may be no opening act that could top the famous Welcome to the Nurses' Ball. So watching beloved nurses like Amy, Deanna, and Willow sing fell a bit short. The only thing that saved this act was Isaiah's portrayer Sawandi Wilson, whacking out his lesser-known breakdancing talent on screen. Jocelyn and Trina have performed at Nurses' Balls past, and this year, the best friends joined together for a powerful duet. Singing I'll Be With You, the girls took turns singing lines, and we viewers couldn't help but be reminded of who they've both thought lost. While it wasn't the most exciting performance of the ball, Joss was certainly singing to Sex and Trina was certainly singing to Spencer. After weeks of mounting tension, the latest episode of General Hospital finally delivered a turning point. Michael Corinthos shocked everyone by returning to the Nurses' Ball just in time to reclaim his son. As the custody fight heats up, Jason Morgan has re-entered the picture, and he's not staying quiet. While Drew and Willow try to gain control, fans are closely watching as Jason moves into protective mode. Carly rejected Drew's custody offer, and Jason made it clear he wasn't happy about Tracy's arrest either. Now that Jason knows what's happening, viewers believe he's about to step up for Michael and tip the balance. Online relations exploded as soon as Jason appeared, with viewers backing him as the one person who never walks away from family. One viewer commented, "The viewer commented on a Facebook post about the show, believed Jason would no longer stay calm and would shift into a full protective mode for Michael, especially now that Drew and Willow were working against him." Several other viewers reacted to the post. Meanwhile, some showed frustration toward Willow and support for Jason's return. One viewer stated Willow deserved what was coming for her, while the other praised Jason as the only one fit for this moment. Both comments focused on wanting Jason to stop Drew's plans. One celebrated Jason confronting Drew, while the other referenced Willow's legal papers and hoped Michael learned the truth soon. These final reactions were all about Jason taking charge. Viewers saw him as the one stepping in to clean up the mess, and they believed he was about to turn things around fast. The May 23 episode of General Hospital opened with the fallout from Gio's shocking onstage reveal. At the Nurses' Ball, Gio announced to the entire room that his parents, Brooklyn and Dante, gave him away and lied to him his whole life. He smashed his violin and stormed off, leaving the audience frozen. Brooklyn and Lois rushed after him, and Dante stood stunned. Cody quickly pulled Dante aside backstage and told him that Brooklyn had been pregnant during their time at Camp Martha. Cody had assumed she ended the pregnancy, but had just learned that she didn't. Dante was floored when Cody confirmed that Gio was his son. Outside the ballroom, Chase told Olivia and Ned that Brooklyn had a baby in high school. Though he didn't know all the details, it was clear Gio believed he was that child. Sonny concluded that Lois had known the truth. Meanwhile, Lulu tried to intervene, but Carly stopped her, saying the truth needed to come from Brooklyn and Lois, not from her. At the PCPD, Jason posted bail for Tracy, who claimed Drew had framed her by planting ketamine in her car. Jason didn't say much, but Tracy picked up on his disapproval. Jason walked out after receiving a mysterious phone call, leaving Tracy to find her own ride. At Liz's home, Lucas arrived in a tux with champagne to watch the ball with her. They shared memories of past nurses' balls, including old proposals and scandals. The lighthearted moment was interrupted by the chaos unfolding on TV. Back at the event, Trina and Joss performed I'll Be With You after Lucy scrambled to keep the show moving. Curtis, Portia, and Kai praised Trina afterward, while Carly praised Joss. Drew and Willow then pulled Carly aside and proposed a custody arrangement. Michael could see the kids every other weekend and during the summer. Carly refused. Drew said they had the upper hand, but Carly warned them she'd see them in court. The final act featured the kids of Port Charles, Donna, Wiley, Scout, James, and Georgie, singing I'll Be There. Just as confetti rained down, Wiley spotted Michael standing in the back. He yelled, "Daddy," and ran into his arms. Michael picked him up and said, "Come on, buddy. We're going home," leaving Willow and Drew stunned as the episode ended. Drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you agree or disagree? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Your opinions matter, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.